Hey vapors, how are you today? This is Vaping Sam, and I'm back after quite a long absence. I'm gonna call this video The Confession, to explain kind of my absence, and to ask for forgiveness. You see, one thing I've learned last year, I started vaping back in February of 2011, and then I was so gung-ho in the beginning. I mean, I was like spending way too much money, buying everything and anything I could get a hold of, my own liquids to mix and DIY and everything. My niece Lynn also started getting into the vaping with me. We bought our egos, I'm still rocking my ego. It's a year later and I'm rocking it again. But the reason for this video is just to get back out there and say hello to everybody. I have missed a lot of the people at Elixir TV. I used to tune into the shows, was learning so much and getting so much information from there. But part of some things have happened over the last year. My niece's husband, James, he had been diagnosed in January of 2011 with a non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. And he had a long and brave fight on him. Lynn and I both had stopped smoking. We were doing, we had our egos. We were doing great. But come June or July, actually no, I'd say probably like May, James had started having some complications. And he was having surgeries, he was going through chemo, the chemo was getting held off while he had a surgery, then he had to wait 6 weeks for his chemo, and things were going back and forth, and by, I would say, July or August, the stress that my niece Lynn was under, she put down her ego, and she started smoking again. And shortly after that, from having the smoking going on and her smoking, I put down my ego. Hence why I'm calling this The Confession. I started smoking again toward the end of summer, and have been smoking ever since. And things for James didn't turn out well. In October, James passed away after a brave 10-month courageous fight with lymphoma. We were there for him. He's a wonderful person, and none of us really saw that coming. He was fighting and was doing good, but there was all these complications that started happening that were preventing the chemo. And we had also found out, after he was on chemo for 6 months, that chemo wasn't doing it. So they changed it to a more aggressive chemo treatment. And unfortunately, when they changed it, he also ended up needing to get surgeries, which prevented him from getting it. And in October, he just succumbed to it. His intestines had ruptured from the tumors that were in there, and they did an emergency surgery on it. And then, unfortunately, even though they were successful, they got the tumors out, they had sectioned his intestines, and put him back together. I'm sorry, I said intestines. It wasn't the intestines, it was the stomach that ruptured. They fixed it, but it was within a few days after that surgery that James just stopped fighting and he couldn't do it anymore, and he left us. So needless to say, the holidays were hard. The smoking just, I think, increased even more. Right after the holidays, we said, we're going to quit. We got to stop. We got to get back to our egos because we love these things. And they really worked. I was able to start vaping one day and not have any cigarettes. And didn't have any for a period of about 5 months. So I knew once I committed to doing it again, I would be able to do it. So today is day one of starting over again. And I'm rocking my ego. And I'm back. Lynn is also coming back. She still has cigarettes, but I'm not letting it influence me this time. She'll get rid of them over the next week, once we get her figured out with her liquids and stuff again, because we're two totally different type of vapors. We were two totally different type of smokers, and we're two totally different type of vapors. And yet we're trying to do it together and economically for both of us. But what I wanted to say, and why this video is called The Confession, is one of the things that I learned about vapors and the whole vaping community last year was what a great group of people we are. Always trying to help someone out, give them advice, give them information, and to be forgiving when someone slips, which I did. I guess the vaping community is a lot like Christianity. Jesus forgives, and so will we. So I'm asking for that forgiveness for slipping back into my smoking. But I am 100% committed, and this is the beginning of a new day, and on to a healthier life. By vaping again. So I hope to catch you all online. I hope to catch you at Elixir. Some of the Total Vaping Network now. I do have to say that I am having some problems. I've been trying over the last week to get in and to hear the shows and see them, and trying to get in to participate in the chat. But for some reason, every time I get to Elixir and I get into the rooms, I'm getting nothing but lag and jerky video, and I don't know what is causing it. I would have that problem in the past, but not to the extent that I'm having it now. So I'm going to keep working on it. In fact, I have a new laptop, not the same one that I was using last time. So, and it's newer, it's stronger, it's better. So I've got to try and figure out what's going on with, when I try to go to Elixir. But I'm also on ECF as SamD621. I'm here on YouTube, and my email is vapingsam@gmail.com. So if you want to chat, email, talk, hey, please do. I'm going to be doing some more videos. I plan on doing a couple of reviews tonight and getting them posted. And just to get back out there and start communicating and socializing with other vapors and finding out some stuff. So you all have a great night, and vape on.